Thank you. Now, to bring us an update on some local LGBTQ issues, please welcome our LGBTQ correspondent, Connor Lane.
Thanks, John. Thanks for having me, John. I just wanted to take a second to talk about that title. LGBTQ correspondent is cute and all, but I'm kind of vibing on senior queer respondent. Before you respond, please know I have made my decision, and this is what my title is going to be. Thank you very much. To introduce myself, I am a queer person, both in terms of my sexuality and my gender. John, as you know, I was born with a penis. I'm attracted to men, and I don't think that any gender label captures my personal identity very well. I'm essentially what people with Pepe the Frog avatars on Twitter are afraid of. Do those human pillows stuffed with Cheetos and Mountain Dew? Yes, this was Obama's fault. 2008, I was starting my senior year in an all-male Catholic military school, doing push-ups, playing football, and dating girls. Here's a follow-up photo of me in 2009. I was very drunk in that picture, and I'll give you 3 guesses as to what I was drunk off of. I'll give you a hint, it was peach vodka. What changed? Barack Hussein Obama and his gay agenda. We all know that Obama was totally in bed with the homos. He stopped discrimination against us in the hiring process for the federal government. He let us join the military. He was even chill about it when a totally straight group made up of mostly men in dresses let us get married. The only straight person who loves the gays more than Barack Obama is a rich white woman in need of interior decorating tips. Healthcare wasn't the only thing that Obama regulated, John. He also regulated my boners for men. Great.
Duly noted.
Yeah, just keep that in mind. Write that down somewhere. But I'm not here to talk to you tonight about my boners, John. Really glad I included that joke. I actually wanted to talk to you about another legacy of the Obama years, finding new and exciting ways to exclude queer people from your life. Meet Carl and Angel Larson, 2 Christian Minnesotans who run their own video production company in St. Cloud called Telescope Media. The slogan of their company? We want to magnify Christ like a telescope, which is totally understandable. I mean, have you seen the abs on that guy? Shredded. He's shredded. The couple is suing the state of Minnesota, claiming that anti-discrimination laws would infringe on their free speech. According to their lawsuit, the law would coerce them to make films celebrating same-sex marriages, even though it's contrary to their beliefs.
Well, Connor, I hate to stop you there, but don't you think it's a little unfair to force private businesses to film the wedding of a couple whose lifestyle they disagree with?
But how do they know what my lifestyle is? The most morally repugnant thing I do is double tap every Instagram post from Liam Hemsworth. Yes, I know he's the ugly Hemsworth, but something about that malformed face is deeply attractive to me, and I'm not sorry. But they're totally willing to trust the lifestyle of any heterosexual couple. What if they spend their days working at a bank with dishonorable interest rates designed to screw over the poor? That's not very Christian. Or maybe they're heterosexual Buddhists. Are they protesting having to film that wedding since it isn't Christian? Most importantly, are they screening to make sure these straight people aren't doing butt stuff? And don't for a second think that this is a case about a scrappy pair of God-loving entrepreneurs taking on a system that's trying to regulate their beliefs. The lawsuit is one of many around the country being funded by the Alliance Defending Freedom, or ADF, an Arizona-based nonprofit described by the Southern Poverty Law Center as virulently anti-gay. The ADF brags that they have won 80% of the cases they have funded, saying they've played a role in 49 Supreme Court victories. And they're not just limited to the US either. In addition to training academies in the US, they also have academies in Europe and South America. In 2015, the nonprofit reported a revenue of $61.9 million. If I recall correctly, didn't Jesus once say, "Again, I tell you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of God"? Those rich homophobes are going to have a hell of a time trying to squeeze through that needle on their diamond-encrusted camel. She's beautiful, I know. This might come as a shocker, but I don't think this lawsuit's about religion. I think it's more about making bank and attaching yourself to a bigoted narrative in order to make a name for yourself, especially considering that there are plenty of welcoming, accepting Christian churches for queer folks, like the Episcopalians, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, and of course the church that I operate, the Church of the Goddess Carly Rae Jepsen.
Is that the Call Me Maybe girl?
Call me maybe Queen, John. Please use the name bestowed upon her by my people. And anyways, this would be totally different if women in flannel and dudes who thought Mariah Carey's last album was actually really good were banging down their door demanding their services. In fact, no gay couple has even asked Telescope to film or photograph their wedding. This is a contingency plan, just in case one day a gay couple wants them to film their wedding. What I have to say to these people is really simple. You should be so lucky to get to film a gay wedding. We invented having weddings that deserve to be filmed. I mean, did you even see Sex and the City 2, John?
I didn't.
Of course not. Of course you didn't, hetero. The wedding in that movie had a gay men's chorus performing a number from Fiddler on the Roof, Sarah Jessica Parker in a tux, and was officiated by Liza Minnelli, who later at the reception performed Single Ladies by Beyonce with original choreography. And that's just the gay wedding starter package. But fine, stick to straight weddings. That is totally cool if you want a portfolio full of heteros in a renovated barn with mason jar candle holders and a Mumford & Sons cover band. Have fun in every Marriott ballroom across the state of Minnesota with some breeders using a stupid hashtag like hashtag Sarah and Nate just can't wait for their wedding date, or hashtag Brad and Lisa haven't actually felt anything for each other in years but are still getting married because they put down a deposit at Panera for catering. Even though we no longer have a president who is friendly to the queer community, no matter what flag he holds up like it's the skin of a poor person he's planning on making furniture out of, we need to take a stand. It looks like that, doesn't it? We need to take a stand as Minnesotans against this kind of straight nonsense. Personally, I'll be getting married on a unicorn in Dubai at a wedding with Beyonce performing at the reception, where the wedding color is literally every color because we own rainbows. And you can spend as much of your time and your money as you want trying to bring us down, but we're gonna shine harder and make our weddings more and more elaborate, you fucking assholes. Stay queer, Minnesota.
Connor Lane, everyone.